So, great, everybody.
Perfect one to put in there.
We will cut back to nighttime unless anybody has anything else they want to do.
I just want to scold him for... Well, we don't have to act it out. I scolded him as soon as we walked out the door.
For stealing the lion?
And he didn't give a shit, but that's okay.
What does that look like?
Oh, so you're gonna keep doing it until you get caught. Because at that point there's no reason to scold you because we'll all be in jail.
Look, if I get caught, I'm absolutely confident in my ability.
The point is to come back later.
Oh, your ability. Fantastic. What about the rest of us? Who are dressed the
I'm
same
the only
as
one
you?
who's stealing? Look, there is no problem
picked
here.
You because you had skills. I figure you had matured from your time in prison.
I have enough skills
not to make the same stupid
to do whatever.
Mistakes.
Oh, prison. Interesting.
Wait, has he been in prison?
I'm assuming he has been.
No.
He has now.
Fine, never mind.
I mean, do you want to make that a thing?
No.
Okay, jail. What about jail for like a day?
Look, I have never been caught. All right.
The prison of normal
and I pulled off much worse.
It's up to you guys. You have to work that out.
I did say that earlier.
Yeah,
you're in a prison of your own addictions.
She said that on our.
I do kind of remember that, but it's up to you guys.
Wait, were you a police?
Episode 0.
I was investigator. I was
Inspector.
like FBI.
All right. Well, I've never been caught by anyone. There's nobody who could catch me except you. I don't know what you did.
Like, I love that this is the dynamic.
I have more than the skills necessary to keep stealing as much as I want. I'm sorry, you just got to get used to it.
There are many thieves in this city.
Right?
Many
and you chose to work with the best of them. I'm proud.
There's a shudder in the urn as I shed a single tear because I hated my mom and dad fight.
Okay, great. That's good.
It reminds me of my own lost parents and how they fought.
This dynamic is hilarious because it's like this gang of thieves where you're supposed to do this, and one of you's just like, you're way too dangerous. And I sense that like Sly sometimes is not Sly.
Coyote.
Ptolemy sometimes is just like,
Ptolemy.
yeah, I remember from the Ptolemy sometimes is just like, what is this? Just shut up, I don't care. Like, I don't know. All right.
This should be a thing where in the middle of every score, there's a fight scene where they're just arguing.
There's an argument.
Like,
every scene, I try and steal something. It happens, and I get away.
We need to
with
put like mittens on you.
What part of double crits don't you get?
Okay.
I don't know what that word means in the game.
Double crits.
Look, all I have to do is say it when I steal things, and it works every time.
Double crits.
Double crits.
We'll cut to nighttime. When you guys are back at the house,
now we're in bed.
The house staff is supposedly asleep or gone to their sleeping quarters. And Arthur, you've opened which entrance have you opened?
None yet, because I presume that after everyone has gone to bed, there's a window of time between the release of the Arthur and the ingress of my colleagues.
That's true. Is there something specific you want to do?
Yes. Because I like the sneakiness thing, and sneakiness is fun, and there's a cool thing going on downstairs. So I'm like, ooh, this is great. Maybe they might have candy, or maybe there might be secret things, or maybe I can sneak over to the servants' room and see if there's like naked stuff going on. And so first we decide
she was pretty elderly.
She's not the only one there, and I only heard her voice. Remember, Naruto is voiced by an old woman, so you never know.
No, I really don't never know.
So what I like to do is, I presume we had agreed which entrance they were going to go for.
Yes, that's why I'm asking.
I never not know.
So presumably it's like some entrance that will get us nearest to where, like, because we don't have a specific floor plan, I'm guessing there's an entrance somewhere that would get them into a shady part of the house that is most accessible to where the treasures would be.
Do you guys want to be like a second floor window, go through the front door?
Remember those?
Neither. We don't want them to have to climb to a second floor.
We know the good
we don't want them to have to walk in the front door, but there's got to be a side entrance where the root cellar is, or where the servants come through.
Sure.
So something like that.
Okay.
So I would go there and get that done.
Okay.
And then, since there's an hour or so before like things are going, the 12-year-old can do a lot in an hour. There's a lot of stuff to see, lots of things to eat, lots of basements to explore. The key is the basements to explore part. Everything else is just icing on the cake.
So you want to follow this pulse
yes!
down in the ghost field. Okay.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Following the pulse, it leads you
ectoplasm to lick, that kind of thing.
It leads you through the kitchen, and on the other side of the kitchen there is a door, which looks like it's a pantry door. But when you open it up, it actually shows a dark staircase that leads down. Yes. The pulse is down there, and as you head down the stairs and you get to the bottom, you can see that there is this heavy wrought iron door at the bottom of the stairs, and it's got a solid-looking padlock on it.
Oh no, padlock!
Is your vice
Well,
curiosity?
we have a burglary kit.
My vice is obligation. It's basically because every once in a while
Curiosity.
I
He's
have some
just-
wealthy party to attend.
His personality is curiosity.
Yeah.
So
There's no curiosity.
what
vice.
what else would you like to
Personality
take any
is
other
vice.
actions before your cohorts show up? or-
Vice is
So if I know that the padlock is like I
Curiosity
can't obviously get
killed
through
the
it,
coyote.
can I get now that I'm this close? Can I do another attunement to see if I can reach through the door with my senses?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna call this risky. We'll call it risky limited again, though.
Excellent.
I will.
Are you closer?
Ghost sense.
I'll
No,
be-
we'll call it risky standard. Risky
Alright.
standard makes sense. Don't forget also,
I'll
James,
be
you
in
can
full
always push
guard
yourself for
for
extra
our-
dice or greater effect. You can
Robbery.
always push things to desperate
Yeah.
to increase the effect.
Ooh, yes. I will push it to desperate because I am going to open myself. I'm so curious. I want to
I'm
open
gonna
myself
swear
enough
so.
that if it turns out like God wants to take over my body and make me his puppet,
Right.
I'm okay with that.
So you open yourself to the ghost field more, which might invite.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the risk we're taking.
All right.
So this is a desperate roll. If you're making a desperate roll, mark an XP under resolve there, since you're using a tune.
James dies.
See the resolve track?
Nah.
Oh, here.
Yes.
Okay.
He
gotcha.
won't. He won't
Okay.
die. He'll just become.
Failing
like,
this can give you like
the-
level 3 harm and
the
stuff. That's
Exorcist.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that gives me one more die.
Linda Blair.
No, it
Yeah.
pushes. Whenever you make a desperate roll, you always mark an XP in the track the action is under. So
Okay,
you're
but it
using
still
two.
only gives me 2 dice.
Yes, but you still just have 2 dice because
I had someone say that to me on the
you can
And-
push yourself. However,
Oh yes, that's what it is.
Yes.
Okay, and
but
that's
that
2
costs
stress.
2
Right?
stress. Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
And I called these
Alright, so I'm gonna roll 3 dice and add the 2 stress.
Okay.
All right, because this is too good. Oh, and I just want to emphasize that I did open the
It's not
door
original.
first, so if this goes badly, the door will still already be open.
You mean to the pantry?
Right.
Up the stairs.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, here we go. The great gods have called. You're gonna have a member of the
Desperate
outer
great.
gods on the team now.
Desperate great effect. Here we go.
Oh my.
No.
That is fail.
Total failure.
That is
Oh
a
my
complete
gosh, so
total
exciting.
It's the worst outcome. You
Oh
suffer
my God.
severe harm, a serious complication, or you lose the opportunity for this action. So it's a good thing you already unlocked the door to let them in because
Yes.
this is going to be a problem.
But are
Oh,
we?
you did
Are we
already
like
unlock
waiting
the
for
door,
his
yes.
word? Because then we're just waiting out there, like, oh.
You guys can flash back and say that's part of the plan.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about miscommunications like
okay.
that.
Cool.
So
do we want
you're-
to go in?
you're at the bottom of these steps,
Yep.
and you
We don't
attune yourself,
know.
and
Yeah.
at that moment there's like this
We have
this
to act like we
wave
don't
that
know.
goes out through the ghost field,
Yes.
and you feel something beyond the door. There's like this white hot ball of energy beyond the door, and you're like, what is that? And in that exact instant you hear
Coming
this
of
slight
Lurk.
growl behind you, and as you turn around to face the growl, there is this massive looking pale ghostly dog at the head of the stairs,
Oh.
and
Ghost guard dog.
it lunges down the stairs, jaws out at you, and bites right into your shoulder, just and
Oh,
latches on you in
supernatural
the
all
ghost
over
field.
again.
You take level 3 harm.
Level 3 harm.
Yes,
I
level
don't
3
even
harm
know how
with
that
desperate
works.
effect. So it's the top of your harm box there.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So
If
if
he
you
died,
that's not death. So if you have so
I already have level 1 harm from last
That's
time.
fine,
So,
so-
does it stack?
it kind of does. If
Okay.
you have to fill in a harm box and it's already filled in,
Okay.
you can't fill it in. You have to go 1 box higher. If you
Oh,
have to fill
gotcha.
in a level 3 box and you can't fill it in, you hit level 4, which is usually fatal. Or if you don't want to die, you take a serious debilitation, like a permanent scar or like a missing arm.
Oh,
something
I
like
see.
that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So write in dog bite there
Yeah.
for
Isn't
level
it a
3 harm.
Ghost dog bite.
And this thing like latches onto you, and you can see its eyes. It's digging into your shoulder with its ghostly jaws.
so
Its eyes are like cold and red as brimstone, and they're spinning around really quickly as they're latched onto you.
Oh my gosh.
So you scream.
Oh god.
You let out this terrifying scream as it echoes through the house, and I'm going to start a clock for the alert clock for the house staff.
Yeah.
we need to abort this plan and just get out.
You guys have no idea
No,
any of this
no,
is
no,
happening.
guys,
no clue.
We need to get in and get those artifacts.
We would have heard the scream.
No, you wouldn't.
No, we're not there yet.
This is
not.
way
No, we
before
are.
you guys arrive.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
before
before you
we've
guys
arrived.
arrive.
This is
Yeah.
in the
Damn it.
time
I-
between
I
when we got
stipulated the
said that.
timetable very specifically to
Ah,
ensure that was the
no.
case.
Yeah, he does not want us to help him in any
You
way.
can flash back and say that you didn't, right? Like that's always possible.
No, that would be bad for the story, bad for the narrative. This is much more interesting and much cooler. This is much more daring.
It's much more cinematic.
Daring,
Yes.
Daring.
Daring.
That's
That's gonna be.
It's D&D all over again, Ryan.
Remember, I am not
did
just
chances?
a character in the show, but I am also one of the writers. So
That's right. That's a
Yes.
really good way to look at it. Okay, so I'm creating an alert clock for the house here. When this fills up, the house will be aware of the presence of a foreign
first
person in the
game
house.
scar. Yeah.
I'm going to tick 3 segments because that was a desperate action fail.
Out of 8?
Out of 4. So if one more gets ticked, the house staff will be alerted. Okay, so you are on the
Yeah,
ground,
I'm
writhing in pain as this ghost dog is biting into you. What do you do?
Oh! I thought it was a once and done.
Nope. So you
need help.
You need help. So you when you take level 3 harm
Mhm.
to take actions, you need to either push yourself by paying 2 more stress just to take an action, or you need assistance of one of your fellow teammates.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
In that case, I would do what I naturally do, which is number 1, unable to get help from my teammates because they're not anywhere near getting here.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Uh-huh.
I call on my ghostly buddies, maybe the angriest boy or
The angriest.
Or can you calm the dog?
That's possible.
Oh,
It
it's
is
a ghost, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's I didn't even think of that. Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh, I'll have a ghost dog pet. Oh yes.
So,
I would like to. I guess it's.
Oh,
sway.
ghost dog.
Just sing
it
to
could
the
be
ghost
sway. It
dog.
could be a tune.
It's
Okay, so here's interesting.
ghost
Mhm.
dog.
So normally I can attune
Akira.
and then like give a ghost a command. Can I tap into that ability to influence this dog?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Compel pertains to that. And because you have compel,
Right.
instead of having 0 effect in this case, I'm
Right.
going to say you have limited.
Okay,
So this is a desperate limited roll again.
gotcha.
This is going to be bad if you miss it.
yourself.
Yes.
Do you want to push yourself or anything like that, or
That'll take me up to 6 stress. That's so exciting.
Unstressful.
Oh, that is too exciting not to do.
okay?
Yes.
So daring.
I know, right? Hey, I can't let you beat me in the excitement. You've stolen a thing already. I haven't gotten anything cool. I need a ghost dog so I don't feel like I'm not contributing.
I'm jealous of this ghost dog.
Ghost dog, come on, ghost dog.
Triple
3
one!
ones. The dog has made me his pet.
Okay, so the dog, you try to attune to
make
the
it
dog.
Dog bites harder.
It realizes what you're trying to do. It lifts its jaws off of you and reaches in and tears your throat out.
Oh yeah. So what is it?
So
if I don't want to die,
you're-
what do I have to do?
You're dead. You can resist.
dead.
Remember, you can you can resist any consequence I put in front of you.
Right.
Holy
Any
shit.
consequence. The way you do that is by
That was
rolling
so sudden.
rolling one of these specific
Second
actions here,
session.
Right.
depending on the situation, of course.
Second session.
And then you
don't
roll your
like the
dice, and you
system.
take 6 stress minus the highest dice you roll.
Do we
So
get
you
Oh,
could
okay.
take 0 stress. You could
He gets to
take
come
more.
back at somebody
Okay.
else.
If you get pushed into a trauma here,
Right.
it will knock you out of the action, but you
Yep.
can still resist the harm.
All right. In that case, I'm going to use prowl
Oh no, we're
because
gonna get
it's
caught.
a dexterity thing, and I'm going to try to
no,
be.
hold on.
Oh.
So you're resisting the consequence of
We're gonna get
taking
caught,
fatal
too.
harm,
We
right?
don't know
So that
this
means you're
happened
either
to him,
using
so we
insight
have
powers
to
to
go
resolve,
in.
depending on the
Oh, I
situation.
see. I thought you were pointing
We
to the
might end up
specific.
Sorry, no.
Okay.
And in this
Police
case,
already
I'm
know.
going to say it's resolved because it has to do with ghosts, and
Gotcha.
you're resisting this
And
effect.
then
Okay,
just
so
be
Could
does
be
that-
prowess, but no.
So does that mean I roll 3
You
because I
gotta
have
be
3 things?
daring.
over
That's
there?
right, yes.
Okay.
You roll 3, you'll take
And then
6
the
stress
race
minus the
was
highest
like-
dice.
We
And
ruined the race play.
when this happens, I either say you reduce the effect of it or you
Right.
ignore it entirely.
Okay.
But that's
Based
on
on
that's
the
on
roll.
me.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I don't get to choose.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let us do this. Oh, this is so good. This is everything I could have hoped for, except the dying part.
Okay,
Minus
you
5, so I
just
take 1 stress. Ooh, I'm down to.
Nice. Okay.
So the thing is here, if I reduce the harm from level 4, which is
Mhm.
fatal, to level 3, actually it was level 3 before. So you can take, I'll reduce it to level 2.
Okay.
So you take level 2 harm as well. This is
Ooh.
bad.
Were you in the
so-
ghost? He was in the ghost field.
Instead of
I'm gonna
the,
call it dog bite 2.
He like
okay,
opened
dog
up
bite
the
2.
ghost
Instead of the
field, I
dog
think.
tearing your throat out, it like rears back and gets another bite into your jaw to
Ghost
bite
field's not
deeper.
gonna be closed.
Okay.
So I
May
can,
I offer a suggestion?
yeah.
Can it be that I dodge in such a way that he bites my face and tears off a face so I could be like Two-Face and have like a huge scar?
That sounds cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Batman
I want
Two-Face.
to. Yeah, I want to have like this hard, like that scar that like cuts through your eye almost.
He's
Yeah.
Batman.
Do you want to make this like a permanent
He's
thing?
Batman.
Yeah. Okay,
And
cool.
Two-Face.
So yeah, you that happens. The dog like it
Bat
takes
face.
off a chunk of your face, and it's like got part of your face in its ghostly jaws, just like shaking it around. Just like,
You're just
The only
screaming.
problem is that it means I'm still in dog combat, which means I still have to try to survive because I have to keep fighting it.
yeah, it's like got part of your face in its jaws, and it's like shaking it back and forth vigorously, like it thinks it's a neck. It's trying to snap.
You're screaming.
What do you want to do? You are in great pain.
I know,
This is
right?
more pain than your body has ever
you,
experienced.
you are in great pain.
This
think of
is the
how-
pain of you dying.
All right, I'm gonna do what I initially
You are still a
thought
child.
would
So
be
really-
my instinct, because since
You
I
are
feel
so
like
young.
I
You are a
failed to do
child
this,
and you are
I'm gonna
dying.
try
So
to
guys-
use
guys.
compel again. For those of you who weren't able to hear during that phase, I'm going to try to use compel again to summon a burly protector from the ghost field.
Okay, now remember, dealing with ghosts at any time is a very volatile thing, right? Like it'll be desperate.
You know what's volatile? Almost being killed by a ghost dog. So I'm
Also-
kind of not thinking straight.
Also remember, you've got to push yourself to take any possible action now because of the harm you've taken. So
Right.
you have to just pay 2 stress.
So that gets me to this trauma box.
So that means you'll take a trauma and you'll get knocked out of the action after this.
Two stress will
takes
fill
place.
up the stress meter.
Yeah, that means that's it.
Yeah.
You don't go
That
over
means-
when you get 9.
Yeah.
You don't push the stress meter over. You fill it up,
Yeah.
and then you take trauma and it erases.
Right, but trauma is additional stress, right?
No.
Yeah.
Trauma. When the stress meter fills, you take a trauma, and the stress meter empties.
All right. And the trauma is one of these 8 things here, right?
Yes.
All right.
So-
So I'm going to erase.
What is Lurk?
Raise your stress. Mark a trauma. Jeez, that I wonder. I'm playing the game right. Okay. Okay. So
I was like,
no,
if we find out
we're
later
just
that
supposed to,
there's
like,
an
work as a
error, let me
team.
know.
no, there's
And,
not an
like-
error here. It's just bad rolls.
We're not supposed to be
Um,
left alone to our own devices.
right.
Yeah, that's a good lesson. So when you take a trauma, James, you need to pick one of
Don't
those trauma
do stuff
characteristics
alone.
that you gain from
As a
your
child.
experience. You can roleplay this trauma characteristic as much or as little as you like, but it is an opportunity for you to get XP.
Okay,
at the
so
end.
I feel like I don't know exactly what all these mean, but I feel like haunted is super appropriate under the circumstances.
Yeah, that's
So-
great. Terrified of ghost dogs.
Is that what that means?
I mean, it could. It's up to you
I
how
like
you
how,
interpret
I
it.
like how you're the ghost like channeler, and now you're like afraid of you're haunted.
Well, sometimes things go wrong. Maybe that's why the Batman is man who dresses as bat. It's like, I don't like bats. They're super scary.
So you're gonna try to compel a ghost to come in here and fight this ghost dog for you.
Yes.
I'm one of
Okay. There aren't a lot of ghosts around here because of the lightning barrier surrounding the house. But there are a couple buried deep beneath the soil of the manor.
Those are the best ghosts because they're angry and frustrated.
So go ahead. You can try. It's gonna be desperate
We
standard.
don't know.
Right. Does that resolve again?
None of us know.
Because it's desperate?
So you're rolling a tune now.
Right.
Yes, because it's desperate. You should mark. Did you mark it for the other action?
Yes.
You just that was desperate as well. So you
Yes.
should have 3 XP slashes.
I,
marked.
I think his only hope is to raise the former owner of the ghost dog
I feel
in
like
life.
his only hope is to somehow not
I
get
keep
killed
forgetting to
and
reset
then
it after
play
I reset.
dumb. Like, I don't know how I got in here. Help me.
The ghost?
Oh
No,
no!
to the people when they come.
Yeah,
Jesus
they're gonna want to
Christ.
help a child.
All right.
Yeah.
But
I know.
They can see the ghost dog, right?
Well, if it's
They'll
gone.
try and help.
6.
All right.
Oh my gosh! Finally, my time has come.
How many?
So there is a weird moaning that comes through the ghost field as you pull on the strings of this ghost, and rising up out of the floor, you see this kind of burly looking, he's probably a dock worker or some other municipal thing, and he's got this like massive stab wound right in the middle of his chest, like a single blade stabbed in and was removed. It's just a sucking chest wound, and he comes floating out of the floor. And he like lunges at this ghost dog, and they clash into each other, and there's a spark and flashes of electricity as they collide, and they float together in the ghost field, like slowly swinging and fighting and tearing at each other as they collide, and sparks fly everywhere.
All right. And do they disappear into the field and away from our reality?
No, they're right there. They're
Oh, really?
They're still in reality, like fighting and,
Are you gonna
and,
crawl up the
and
stairs?
tearing over
No,
each
I
other.
feel like
Help
as soon as
me.
I feel like the danger has passed, I just collapse in exhaustion and
Okay.
maybe even go unconscious.
Yeah, because of the trauma.
Yeah.
All right, so let's cut to you guys then. So you guys, as you planned with Arthur before, arrive at the servants' quarters door to find it unlocked and open.
I have a question.
Nice.
Were the servants not alerted by all the screaming?
That's what the clock is for.
They are 3/4
So I can
away.
only tick this clock when consequences designated I can, and I used my consequences to give him harm rather than ticking the clock. So it's one tick away from them being woken up.
Well,
All right,
I
guys.
also I am.
I don't want to do this
dressed.
anymore.
Okay.
I've got my
You
mask.
got your mask.
I've got my full Assassin's Creed.
Most
black.
importantly, how is Will dressed?
Yeah, I've got my cloak.
It's very fashionable.
Ooh, are you guys gonna parkour down and jump off this?
That was brutal.
I don't think I know
No.
parkour.
I'm wearing
could
my,
know parkour.
I could vogue my
Bird
way
mask.
in.
I got a big scarf that wraps around.
Okay.